Thanks again to General Motors and Buick for the sponsorship of this luncheon. Let's give a big applause for Joe and General Motors.
Thank you very much. I don't know, do I need this?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, hi. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Joe Lamoraglia. I am the East Coast Communications Manager for Chevrolet. And you might ask why I'm standing here about to make a Buick presentation. Well, up until about a week ago, it was just me for Buick, GMC, and Chevrolet on the East Coast. So you haven't seen a whole lot of me, it's because there's only one me. However, I'm very, very, very excited to introduce you to Michael Farah. So, Michael just joined the team from our Global Connected Consumer Experience. He's a tech geek. So Michael will be handling Buick GMC moving forward. We're getting him up to speed. Next time you see one of us down here, it's going to be him. But he's also going to, after this little speech I'm going to give you, a presentation, once we go down to the cars, Michael is going to show off some really cool technology that you probably heard of, and we talk about 4G LTE, the apps, etc. But until you actually use it and see it in action, sometimes it doesn't sink in. So Michael will be there for you, and then again, give him a couple months, get him up to speed, and he will be your main point of contact for Buick and GMC.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you. Trust me, he's an angel in my eyes because he's going to keep me sane. So today we're here to talk about Buick. When you walked in, you probably saw hopefully you saw a very, very beautiful car, the 2017 Buick Lacrosse. We have an opportunity after the presentation for you to experience the technology and take it for a quick spin as well. So please do that. So Buick. Buick has been trying to reinvent themselves in the past few years and actually doing a really, really, really good job. Chevy dominates our General Motors family, but Buick is one of the most important brands that we have. All of our brands are important, but Buick really does meet some needs and helps us grow our market share. So Buick, we talk about Buick as attainable luxury. We don't want to talk about it as a luxury brand because that kind of has some connotations. We want to offer a luxurious, a premium experience in a vehicle without it's attainable. It's not something that's going to make the owner feel like they spent too much money, or that they can't pull up and to their friend's house, or to, if you're a business person and you pull up and you're selling something to someone and they're like, oh wow, that's a lot of money, I must be paying too much. This is a premium experience that is a value. We provide a value to our customers, and that's one of the biggest things. So when you talk about the premium brands, we're the first premium brand to offer 4G LTE Wi-Fi. I know you guys have driven a lot of our cars. Has anybody actually used the Wi-Fi in the car?
Yeah.
All right. Next time I want to see everybody's hand. Michael's going to go over that. And it's one of the things we talk about, and it's really freaking cool. But until you experience it, you don't really get it. So we talk about the 4G LTE. It's in-car Wi-Fi. In-car Wi-Fi allows you to do a million different things. If you have kids or passengers and you're going on a road trip, they can watch movies. You can have up to 7 devices attached to this, independently streaming, and have no issues. So I was in the Boston Globe a couple weeks ago, and their tech writer challenged me. He's like, oh, pardon my French, but that's bullshit. That's bullshit. That doesn't work. It's going to slow down. So we did a speed test, and it was amazing. And then we added 1 device, and it was still fantastic. And we didn't have 7 devices between the 3 of us, but we had 5. So we got 5 devices streaming Wi-Fi on YouTube in the car, and he was like blown away. Now, how do you use that? Well, like I said, I don't know if you guys travel a lot for business like I do, but I tell you what, I'll pull over at a rest stop, and this is my mobile office. I can get my laptop out. It's better than when I'm in my home. If you have friends or family on a road trip, like I said, they can be on their devices and not using their data. And the best part about this is we just announced unlimited data in our vehicles for $20 a month. So unlimited data in a Buick for $20 a month. It's pretty cool. None of Lexus doesn't have that, Acura doesn't have that. We're providing value, a premium value, to our customers. We're the first premium brand to offer Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Who's used those? Again, next time I won't say everybody's hands. Now, when we get in, we'll show you that today in the car. It's if you have an Android phone or an Apple phone and you plug the phone into the car, it actually mirrors key apps up on the screen. It's all about safety, hands on the wheel, eyes on the road. And you can use Siri or your Hello Google through your voice. It's absolutely fascinating. How many people have used Google Maps to get directions, right? Yeah, I think everybody's going to say that, right? If you have a Google phone and you plug it in, the Google map shows up on the screen, the voice comes through the thing, you never have to touch your phone. So again, providing new technologies that provides value and safety to our customers. Sales story, this is what it boils down to. We're here to sell cars. So in sales in 2016, we're up to 1.4 million globally, and that's a 12.3% growth. That's pretty phenomenal. We're in the seventh year of international market share growth. Again, pretty amazing. The Buick brand, we sell in China and we sell in North America, and those are the two major markets that are providing this volume and growth for us. It's a fantastic story. There we go. So from a volume perspective, how many people would have been able to put Buick at number 4 in this lineup? Probably not. It's pretty surprising. Yeah. From a volume perspective, Buick is just behind Lexus, BMW, and Mercedes. We are way ahead of Audi, Infiniti, Cadillac, Acura, Lincoln, and Land Rover. So again, it's kind of one of those understated, we're not out there beating our drums on this kind of stuff, but for you guys, this audience, you really need to understand, Buick, we sell a lot of cars. We provide a lot of value to a lot of people in this country. It's pretty amazing. We have 6 new or newly refreshed vehicles in the lineup. In fact, by the end of this year, our lineup the oldest car in the lineup will be 21 months old. In the automotive industry, that's pretty fantastic. So up top left is the Regal Sportback, which we're going to get to in a second, the Regal Tour X, Buick Enclave, all 3 of those were just debuted at the New York Auto Show. The Cascada, which is a fantastic, awesome car. The Lacrosse, which is the one we have today. And the Buick Encore. All new or refreshed within the past year. Awards. We get a lot of awards. We are in the top 3 in the Consumer Reports annual reliability survey. Again, I think Acura is 12th, and no, Lexus is 12th and Acura is 20th. Not if I had to give you money to put us where in that ranking, you probably wouldn't think about that. But this is the kind of stuff that the consumers need to know about. Kelley Blue Book, best luxury, best value for luxury brand, and then JD Power gives us recognizes us for the highest ranked customer satisfaction. All really important aspects of a brand. Because I can tell you what, if you don't get customer satisfaction, you're not going to keep that sales growth up. Buick does a really good job of it. So this is just a nice pretty picture that we put in this slide. This is the brand new Buick Enclave. We just debuted this in New York. Looks familiar, but it's also all new. So it's lighter, has a 302 horsepower V6 that can tow up to 5,000 pounds. That's really interesting in this market because it's a small boat. You can tow a small boat with this. It's available in front or all-wheel drive, and the all-wheel drive is our new dual clutch all-wheel drive system that helps out in all road conditions from a handling perspective and a safety perspective. I won't go through the marketing speak about the sculpted lines and the signature headlights, etc., because I think you probably have all heard that. Everybody says it in a different way, but it's just hands down, it's a beautiful, beautiful car, and this is a very important car for us, a big seller. Biggest news at Buick right now is we launched the Abadeer sub-brand. So we all know how GMC has the Denali sub-brand. Abadeer is the Buick sub-brand, and this is going to be really important because it's the ultimate expression of Buick luxury. So launching on the launching on the Enclave, and it's basically an absolutely loaded Enclave with some special features. Unique wheels, unique grille, unique leather, and it even has an ionizer inside to help clean the air. So this is a really important move for Buick. They're taking it one step up, creating this sub-brand called Abadeer that you will see applied to other future products as well. The Abadeer name came, does everyone know where that came from? It was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful concept car that we had in New York 2 years ago, I believe. But the reaction to it was so strong, it indicated that there was an area for this sub-brand within Buick. The Encore, best-selling vehicle in our lineup right now. We sold 90,000 of them in 2016, and when we launched it, people were actually worried about it. They didn't know if Buick was going to be able to handle selling a small SUV. Well, we're ahead of the curve, and this segment is huge and it's massive and it's growing, and we're one of the best-selling vehicles in the segment. It actually attracts the most people from outside the GM family to Buick, which is fantastic. This car has done really, really well for us. If you haven't driven one, you should do so. They're fantastic. Again, small car, entry-level price, but loaded with features, technology, and the 4G LTE, all the safety systems, etc. Then the Buick Envision, top safety pick. This is a car that slots in between the Encore and the Enclave. So you've got an Encore which seats 4 to 5. The Enclave is seats up to 8. This is a 3-row, smaller 3-row that our customers were telling us that they wanted. And this is the Envision, and we got a 5-star safety rating on it, doing really, really well for us. And then the Cascada, which I was surprised to find doesn't sell as well in Florida as it does in New York and New Jersey. But from my dinner or lunch conversations, fantastic car. We actually outsold A3 and A5 combined. So it's a great car. It's a great addition to the Buick lineup, and we tapped into our global portfolio to help bring that to the U.S. and add something a little bit more fun to the lineup. Lacrosse. We've doubled the sales volume since 2010 with this. It's a beautiful, beautiful car. We now offer all-wheel drive, and it has the same new all-wheel drive, dual clutch, torque vectoring, rear-wheel drive, so it actually helps in all driving conditions. It's not just snow. So you could ostensibly talk this someone here in Florida into an all-wheel drive Lacrosse, because if they're going on road trips or driving, it will help in all driving conditions. Our competitors, I'm sorry, the wet, yes, absolutely. And our competitors don't have this all-wheel drive. Our primary competitor to this is the Lexus ES, and the Lexus doesn't even offer it. Add to that in-car Wi-Fi, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, OnStar, which no one can touch, and we have a really, really competitive vehicle. And again, please, I encourage you to get in it. Get some people in the back, because that's one of the biggest selling points, is how roomy it is back there. And then notice when you close the doors and drive off how quiet it is. Because Buick, all of our Buick's product sells in the quiet tuning. And then these are the two cars that I'm really excited about personally, is the Buick Regal, and we call it the Buick Regal Sportsback, and then the Tourex. So these two cars replace the current Regal. They're larger, they're lighter, they're more powerful, and I heard someone say that's a wagon, and it's technically, we're calling it a crossover. It is a wagon, but it has a little bit of additional clearance and some body cladding. It's think Volvo Cross V60 cross country, XC70 cross country, Subaru Outback, etc. All wagon shapes, but sit up a little bit higher because that's what the customer wants. Both of these are powered by the 2.0 liter turbo, both available in front. The Sportback is front or all-wheel drive, and the Tourex is all-wheel drive. A lot more information going to be coming down the pike. We just showed these in New York. Drive programs will be later on this year, and then we'll get them in the fleets probably early next year. But I personally am really excited about this one. And that's all I got right now. So I would love to, if anybody has any questions, I'm here. Yes, sir.
You mentioned the dual clutch all-wheel drive.
Yes.
Is that front-wheel drive, and sends power to the rear whenever it detects slip, or is it full-time all-wheel drive?
It's an excellent question. He was talking about the dual clutch all-wheel drive system, and he's asking if it is front-wheel drive and then just sends power to the rear. I think it can send multiple. It reads the road constantly, and it will send power depending on slippage, but it will defer to front-wheel drive. However, the cool part about the dual clutch is it can send power left to right as well, and that's what makes it a lot better in handling.
And is the left